This is the third tutorial for the Safety and Sorting Challenge. In this tutorial, we'll put it all together by adding in variables, custom blocks, loops, and lists, similar to what we did in previous challenges. So let's begin by adding in a little bit of organization to what we've already done. So to begin with, I'm going to create a custom block. So I'm going to scroll down here, and I'm going to go down, and I'm going to make a block. All right, in this case, we're going to call this sensing. All right, we got a whole lot going on with our sensor and delivery, but it's always the same thing. It doesn't change. So making a sensor and delivery block means I can come over here to my code. All right, I'm going to grab the second half of my code from the last demo, get rid of that for right now. And I'm going to grab all of this here, which I have for sensor, and I'm going to add that in there. All right, so now for sensor and delivery, right, I can just use one block that represents all of that. And that's going to help me out later. Okay. The next thing I need to do is we need to look at our pickup points. All right. So previously, in previous challenges, we started to recognize that there was a pattern in our pickup points, and we were able to use variables and lists to help us relocate each time we needed to do another pickup. So we're going to do that again. All right, so in our pickup point code, prior to that, we're going to add a few variables. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new variable, and I'm going to call it position. All right, and this is going to be the position in my lists. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to set my initial position at the beginning of my code to 1. Okay, and then I'm going to make a list, and this is going to be my X position. All right, and this is for the palette. And there's 3 different X values. All right. And again, if this looks familiar, it's because we did this in a previous challenge, right? So we came over here and we added in the X coordinates for the 3 different pockets in our palette. On mine, it was 105, 155, and 205. All right. So the last thing we did was for our pickup points, and again, like I say, we did this previously. We came over here and we said we want um, this number in our X to be driven by one of these 3 positions in that list. All right. So when we choose position 1 in that list, it's going to give us an X of 105. When we choose position 2 in that list, it's going to give us an X of 155. When we choose position 3 in that list, it's going to give us an X of 205. All right. So we're going to add the variable in here. So that way, as this variable changes, as our position variable changes, it's going to jump from 1, 2, and 3. All right. So I'm going to add this in here in place of X. I'm going to copy and paste it, and I'm going to add it here in place of X. All right. So now my pickup point can change between 1, 2, and 3 spots in X. Right. Um, so for this one, we're going to leave Y alone. All right. So after we pick up, right, then what do we want to do? Well, we want to go to our sensor point, right? And we want to deliver it. So now all I have to do is just add this underneath here. All right. It's going to then go to the sensor point, figure out what color it is, and deliver it. All right. Now, I want to do this 3 times for each row. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to add a loop. I'm going to come down here to my logic, and I'm going to grab my loops. Okay. I'm going to do a loop of 3. All right. And I'm going to add all of this in underneath that 3 loop of 3. Now, Each time it loops through this, the first time it's going to be set to a position of 1. All right, which means it's going to use this first position in my list in place of X. However, after it's done delivering that, okay, I want it to increment to the next position and then the next position. So to do that, I'm going to go back up to, actually, sorry, I have to scroll down to my logic down here. And here's my variables. I want to change my position variable by a factor of +1. So after it goes and delivers it, and before it repeats, I want it to add +1 to my position variable. So it's going to start, it's going to be position 1, which position 1 is going to be 105. It's going to use 105 here, it's going to use 105 here, it's going to come down, it's going to come down, it's going to score it, and then it's going to change position 1 by a factor of 1. So it's going to say 1 plus 1 is 2. So the next time it goes to repeat, it's going to choose the second position. Well, the second position is 155. So it's going to choose 155, 155. It's going to go through, it's going to score it, deliver it, and then it's going to add 1 to the 2 and make it 3 on the next one. And it's going to come in here and it's going to use the third position, 205, 205. And then it's going to score it. And since that's the third time, all right, it's going to change it by a factor of 1 and then exit the loop. All right. Now, that's just one row. I want to do that again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and I'm going to duplicate this and I add this underneath. However, that third time is going to add another 1. And now my position variable will be set to 4. There is no fourth part on my list, so I need to reset that variable. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to set my position variable back to 1. So before it re-enters the loop, it sets it back to the first position again. Now, in this case, I don't want to use the same Y value because I want to use the next row that was above the first row. So in this case, I'm going to use 205 for my Y value. And what that's going to do is that's 50 millimeters beyond the first Y value. So it's going to go up to the next row. We found that in the case of this palette, that it's 50 millimeters between each pocket, both in X and in Y. So all I did was make that simple addition there. And now I should have all the code I need to run this. All right. It's going to go through, it's going to check each time. It's going to go to the pickup point, and then it's going to go to sensor and delivery. So under sensor and delivery, it's going to go to the sensor. It's going to check it. If it doesn't pick up anything, it's not going to be green, so it's going to skip it. If it still hasn't picked up anything, it's not going to be red, so it's going to skip it, and then it's going to move on, right? Back to my code, change position, advance to the next point, right? If it does pick up something and it's green, then it's going to score it. It won't have anything red, so it's going to ignore that, and it'll move on. Okay, so here I have the completed code for this challenge right now. So go ahead, try it out, and in the next challenge, you're going to start using some of this to play Connect 4. So good luck.